What's up, weirdos? What's going on? All right, let's get this evening started. How the hell are you guys? How the hell are you? How you feeling about the weekly close, guys? Well, the Bears pushed us down below support here, below the 115K level, 115,449, sitting at 114.9 right now. I do think it's inevitable that we come down and test at least this orange line at 114K. We got the death cross just taking place here now. Again, guys, what do we always say? The death cross is a lagging indicator, right? It's not it doesn't represent what's about to happen. It represents what already happened, right? So nothing to stress too much about there. But yeah, for the most part, guys, looks like we're going to come back down and retest 114, at least, in my opinion, at least. So we're going to track that. It's only like $875, right? It's not a massive dump. So what do we got here? There she is, right off the bat. Gamma Goddess in the house. Let's get this money. Ramona says, hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget that, guys. It's absolutely free. Alberto, what's up, buddy? Super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Easy. Looking for Wednesday to be an eventful week. Let's get this. Let's get it. Absolutely. It's gonna be a really, really high volatility week, in my opinion, guys. Listen, nobody knows what's going to happen in terms of price action when we get the rate cut, right? No one knows what's going to happen. A lot of speculation. It's priced in, so we're probably going to see a little bit of a dump here. You know, it's really hard to say, guys. It's really hard to say what's going to happen. So we're going to have to stay locked in, guys. This is why I always tell you guys, you have to always be paying attention to what happens in these markets, right? So, see, it looks like we're dumping further. We'll probably touch 114 tonight, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, let's get into the chat a little bit here. Sherry shared it over on X. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you so much. J Money, Bulbasaur in the hizzy. Let's go. JNF, what's going on? Danny, my guy. H Barbarina in the house. Lion's Den, I'm going to change my name to Harkonine. There you go. Nice. You got to do it, brother. You got to do it now. Crypto Boomin', what's happening? John 316, blessings, my friend. Super fantastic. Just kidding, but thanks for spending the Sunday evening with us. Let's go. Hey, absolutely, brother. There's nowhere else I'd rather be, my friends. Kind of drained today, though. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe on the way in, guys. We got 141 people watching. We have 53 likes. Let's get it up to 100 likes, guys. We can do it. Isaac, my dude, second Pokemon of the day. What's happening, man? All is well. I'm just a little drained today, man. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a little drained today. So, yeah. It's a me, Mario. What's up, y'all? Future, you the best. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. What do we got? We got Candyman dropping that cheddar. I just released my own fragrance. Nobody in the car seemed to like it. Nice. We always look forward to your dad jokes, my friend. Absolutely. Someone brought it up over on the gaming channel actually yesterday. They were like, how about Candyman's jokes every day, man? That's absolutely hilarious, man. So you're gaining a fandom, my friend. You're gaining a fandom for sure. What else do we have? Fridge, my guy. Zbeck seems to be holding up well. Yeah, let's go look at Zbeck. Let's look at the Zbeck chart. Oh, let's go have a look at this Zbeck. Let's have a looky-loo here. All right, so I'm trying to zoom in for y'all. Yeah, we've wicked down to support a couple of times here at 20399, 204. We've touched it yesterday. Looks like we're probably going to touch it again today. That's what she said. If we don't hold, we're probably coming down to at least 20378. If that doesn't hold, I mean, obviously we're going to come down and test 2035. That would be a good time to be DCAing for sure, guys. Take advantage, right? Not financial advice, but I mean, at those prices, guys, I know what I'll be doing. That is for damn sure. Chris, my guy, thank you so much, guys. You know what? Thanks for stepping up tonight, guys, because this morning was a really weird stream. It was really slow. I think we only had like 1 or 2 super chats, not many likes. We couldn't get any momentum going this morning. So thank you guys for being here. Absolutely. Wick 3 DJ 8s. The gifts out 5 memberships. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, make sure you thank Wick for his generosity. Absolutely super fantastic. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. What do we got? 162 people watching, and we have 62 likes, guys. Let's get to 100. Let's go. We are most of the way there already, so let's get it. So, yeah, Zbeck is looking good, man. Looking strong. Absolutely. All right, where were we in the chat? Let's go. Let's go. Jared, what's up, buddy? Stop by to say you're all freaky, weird, awesome, and hope everyone is having a good day. My guy, my dude, Gamagata says, hope everyone's doing well. Let's continue to hold the line. We're almost there. Yes, guys, it has been a long, brutal, drawn-out cycle, and you guys are almost at the finish line. A couple more months. Guys, think about it this way. As you enter the spring of next year, I mean, you'll be out of the cycle before then. You'll be out of the market before then. But as you start to work your way into the spring of next year, April, May rolls around, you're only going to need to worry about priming and getting ready to start dollar cost averaging back into the market by the fall of next year, right? So you're going to have the funds to be able to enjoy your summer. So I would highly encourage you guys to do this, okay? Next summer, when we're out of this cycle, sometime this winter, we'll be out of the cycle. We'll be out of the bull run. We'll be taking our profits. We won't have any skin in the game. While the market crashes down, we will be doing our research. We'll be here talking and all that stuff. We'll be learning. But I want you guys to make sure you take your families, you go on a holiday because you're going to be able to afford it, because then you need to get ready right here and right here, because then you got to lock back in for 4 more years, okay? So get your mind off, go take a vacation next summer, right? Get your mind right, because you're going to have to lock in for another full cycle. So I hope you guys are ready for that, all right? I hope you guys are ready for that. Isaac, my dude. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you. When I prosper, we will prosper together. Absolutely we will, brother. We fam, man. We fam. Amen to that, my guy. Amen to that. Ray says, hit the like button, and thank you, Rob, for all the information you bring us. Hey, absolutely, man. Pete, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you. Sweet Biddy, what's going on, man? Let's go. Dave, what's up, man? What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. What else do we have? DH in the house. God bless you and your family. God bless you too, ePlay. Benjamin, what's up, man? DCA Mark incoming. Let's go, Danny. I feel hopeful, a little numb, bags packed, ready for the fun to start. Let's get it. Might DCA a little more tonight. That's what I like to hear, Ari. That's what I like to hear. Danny says, I get some money tomorrow to DCA. Have a red Monday. Yeah. Oh, and Mondays are liars too, right? So if we have a red Monday, we could have a green week. EZ says, looking forward. Damn autocorrect. David, Crypto David, what's up, man? Watching on X. Time is money. Ghetto Born, Rob, let me borrow your crystal ball for one night. Holding and waiting patiently, hoping to see some conservative price targets before Holly Jolly Christmas. Yes, absolutely, man. We want to make sure we're getting our profits and getting out. Let's have a very Merry Christmas, guys. That's why I started growing the beard out. We got to have the Santa beard here for Christmas, right? What's the X handle? My X handle is at Rob Mass. I'll actually show you my X account. Here, this is my page. Guys, make sure you go follow me on X. Actually, it's funny you bring that up, Sweet Biddy, because this is my X account here, guys. Make sure you go follow me. Notice the blue check mark, okay? There are some fakers out there. But why you want to follow me over on X? One, I do drop exclusive content over there. And two, Ramona had actually suggested to me before that I start doing spaces over on X. And I thought about it. And you know what? I'm going to start hosting spaces over on X. So there's going to be a lot of exclusive content and a lot of exclusive opinions and topics and special guests and conversations on our spaces over on X. If you're not following me, guys, I highly recommend you do, or you're only getting half the content than I put out. So make sure you're following me over on X. Candyman, my guy. What else do we have? Toby, Big Flex, my house hippo has a Jasmine tattoo. Let's go. Maybe we'll watch the house hippo a little bit later, man. Paul says, nice to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. What do we got here? Ramona, gifting out 5 Crypto Future memberships. Thank you so much, Ramona. I appreciate you as always. Bruno, wow, member for 18 months. My dude, so blessed. I'm blessed that you've been with me this whole time, brother. This whole time. Absolutely fantastic. Where are we here? Where are we? Hey, Rob, nice Raptors jersey. Yes. Muggsy Bogues, buddy. Muggsy Bogues. Fridge, what's up, buddy? You think the markets are going to melt up to the Powell meeting? I don't think so. I think we're going to have a little bit of a correction now, to be honest with you. Carlos, Bitcoin to $1 million. Absolutely. Yeah, spaces. Yeah, I'm going to start hosting spaces over on X. So you better be following me over there, guys, or you are going to be missing the boat. Milk money. Let's go spaces. Rob, what are the chances we can get a 50-point rate cut? No. I would say 0% chance. We're not going to see a 50 basis point. Powell knows that markets would go parabolic if that happened, and they're trying to kind of suppress markets. He's not gonna give us a surprise 50 basis point rate cut. I don't see that happening. I don't. So yeah, it would be nice, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys are following me over on X, and let's Bitcoin's kind of, look at this Bitcoin, the Crypto Future live stream pump in effect, guys. Check it out. Bitcoin flipped green, 115,267 while we are live. Bruno, my guy, you're the man, Rob. Thank you so much, Bruno. I appreciate you, my dude. Thanks for moving our one-on-one story. Hey, it's never an inconvenience, Candyman. You always got my back, so I'm always happy to work with you, brother. Always happy to work with you. You're always here. You're always supporting me, man. I appreciate you, Candyman, 100%. Damn good choice. Muggsy was insane. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Got to go retro with it, you know. Just joined the X. You've sent me a DM for my passphrases. Did you get them? Nice. EZ. What happens if there is no rate cut? If there's no rate cut, markets we would see a dump. We would see a dump. Because right now, a rate cut is priced in. So if we didn't get one, but that's not even a thing. There's like 100% chance that we're going to get a rate cut. Like, I really don't see a world where Powell does that. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into the news a little bit here, guys, shall we? Let's get into the news just a little bit. Rob, the week before Christmas, I will be in the Bahamas. As long as I have my cold storage with me, am I able to take profits? Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Have your cold storage with you. Have your laptop with you. Have your cell phone with you. Have everything you need with you, and you'll be fine, right? How do you think I feel, guys? Listen, I'm going to be in Japan in November, right? The end of November. I'm going to be at Jasmine Labs in November. What if the market's going parabolic at that time? I'm going to be sitting in a hotel room in Japan trying to take my profits, right? Big C, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Kev, man, what's up, big guy? Thanks for everything. Hit those likes or no bull market. Yeah, guys, if you're not hitting the like button, you're kind of canceling the bull run. It's scientifically proven. It's not me. I don't make the rules, guys. We have 211 people watching. We have 72 likes, guys. Let's get the likes up there to 100. Let's get it done. Now, let's get into the news just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Crypto market faces 309 million liquidation impact. Over $309 million in liquidations occurred in the past 24 hours, with 217 million from long positions, significantly affecting Bitcoin and Ethereum and related altcoins globally. This liquidation highlights market volatility and could lead to broader impacts on investor confidence and asset valuations, given historical downturns in similar events. Over the past 24 hours, $309 million has been liquidated from the crypto market, a significant portion being 217 million in longs, originating from the long positions. This event notably impacted The liquidations event involved numerous traders and financial entities within the cryptocurrency space. However, there are currently no official statements from industry leaders such as Binance or Coinbase regarding these losses. The immediate effects of the liquidations were felt across the industry, causing significant declines in asset value. Bitcoin and Ethereum experienced notable drops, echoing past similar events that have disrupted the markets. This incident has potential financial implications, including reduced market confidence and increased volatility. Institutional funding hasn't shifted in direct response, though historical trends show continuous monitoring is critical. I think we're coming down to that 114K support level to test it, guys. Future regulatory scrutiny may increase in reaction to the systemic risk, such as liquidations. These events push the industry towards more stringent oversight to protect investor interests and market stability. Historical data indicates similar events have resulted in substantial DeFi TVL decreases, which is total value locked inside of the ecosystems, which causes the value of the tokens to go down, right? The current scenario magnifies vulnerabilities in decentralized systems, prompting discussions on reinforced risk management strategies within the community. According to Bobby Ong, COO of CoinGecko, earlier in Q2, we said 2022 is shaping up to be an annus horribus for the crypto market, but little could we anticipate one final body blow would be struck just before the end of the year by the collapse of FTX and Alameda Research. This perspective highlights the unpredictability and recurrent nature of major liquidation events. Yes, exactly, guys. You got to be careful. I'll tell you right now, I think Bitcoin's coming down to 114K. Not a great time to be putting in a long, in my opinion, but my opinion is just that, an opinion. You know, opinions are like arseholes, right? Everybody's got one, so. Right, moving along. Bitcoin bulls anticipate Fed rate cuts amidst economic risks. Bitcoin enthusiasts are eyeing a potential rally ahead of September's 2025 Federal Reserve meeting, anticipating rate cuts that may lower bond yields and push risk assets higher. The anticipation for the Fed rate cut fuels optimism, but macroeconomic and liquidity risks present challenges. highlighting uncertain market dynamics. Bitcoin bulls are betting on a rally before the September 2025 Federal Reserve meeting, anticipating rate cuts. So they're expecting a rally this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is what they're saying. The bulls are. Anyways, let me reword that. The bulls are anticipating a rally leading up to the Wednesday's rate cut. Yeah, that sounds like it makes more sense. Such cuts could reduce bond yields, redirecting investments to riskier assets. However, economic and liquidity challenges remain a concern. The Federal Open Market Committee, led by Jerome Powell, remains pivotal. With past aggressive tightening cycles followed by easing, the recent market sentiment is largely optimistic. Yet, Powell has not provided any direct comments on the upcoming decision. Bitcoin increased 182% since the Fed's quantitative tightening. Analysts observe a significant rise in BTC and Ethereum wallets. Key opinion leaders express optimism about appreciating risk assets due to the anticipated rate cuts, though potential policy surprises remain. Crypto Rover, a macro analyst, remarked, quote, "The U.S. labor market is deteriorating. Powell may actually be too late. One thing is certain, rate cuts are coming. Risk assets will explode." Crypto Rover suggests the deteriorating U.S. labor market might prompt Powell to act late. Institutional sentiment leans towards a dovish Fed policy. With CME data showing a 99.8% chance of a cut, investors remain cautious about buy the rumor, sell the news effects. Gonna have to watch for that, guys. Similar Fed shifts in 2019 and 2020 resulted in assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum rallying sharply. Historical easing cycles saw Bitcoin and other digital currencies surging, thus attracting significant capital flows into the crypto sector. Experts imply risk-on sentiment typically follows Fed downgrades, inflating various digital and DeFi markets. Current market anticipation mirrors past trends, yet emphasize caution due to the existing macroeconomic pressures that could alter expected outcomes. Duality, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. So apparently bulls are expecting a rally through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday into the FOMC meeting. It's possible we could see a rally until Wednesday and then a sell the news event on Wednesday/Thursday, right? So either way, guys, we're going to have to take this one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. Big things popping, little things, they're stopping. Let's get it. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have? We got this little clip here. Pompliano over on Squawk Box. He says Bitcoin is definitely oversold at $113,000.
I think that Bitcoin will definitely go to $1 million at some point in the future. I just think this cycle, right, it's very unlikely that it's going to go to $1 million. And so what is the floor? I don't know, right? What I do know is right now at $112,000, $113,000, it's pretty oversold. And so I would expect that you have two things lining up. You've got kind of the overselling of Bitcoin, and you're headed into kind of September, October, which is usually a pretty good time, especially if it is the year after a halving. But also, if you look at like the VIX seasonality chart, usually right about now, you'll start to see the VIX really start to kind of move upwards, and we get a lot more volatility. And so I just think that it's August. People are on vacation. They're tired. They're, not paying attention, and things kind of just draw down. And starting in September, we should see Bitcoin kind of come back alive again.
Because of what, though?
Well, I think there is kind of a simple thing of just like people in front of their screens in September. They're not in front of their screen in not August. And so people are buying and being more active. But also, I think that you've got a lot of speculation on a Fed interest rate cut. I think you've got a lot of the people who raised capital for these Bitcoin treasury companies that are going to start buying in kind of late August, early September. And then I also think that if people believe that the end of Q3 and the beginning of Q4 is a good time for Bitcoin, people start to act in a way that makes
folks that are
He's absolutely right. People will always behave like people, right? So their habits will remain predictable, which is why the markets do what they do, right? Bitcoin trader says, time to pay attention to 115K Bitcoin price. Bitcoin's circled weekend lows around Sunday's weekly close ahead of a major week for crypto and risk assets. Data from Cointelegraph, Markets Pro, and TradingView show Bitcoin USD dropping towards 115K. The pair avoided major volatility after the week's last Wall Street trading session, during which it hit 116,800, its highest since August 23rd. Quote, pretty clear price is being walked down here yet again into a new week. Popular trader Skew summarized about the latest BTC price action in part of a post on X. Skew flagged some pretty decent bid depths and liquidity just below 115K on exchange order books. Time to pay attention, he concluded. Continuing market participants remained cool on a short-term outlook, with popular traders and analysts wrecked capital taking a step-by-step approach. Quote, the goal isn't for Bitcoin to break 117K in the short term, he explained in his latest X post. He said the goal is for Bitcoin to reclaim 114, which we did, by the way, as support, because that's what would enable the prime buying necessary to get prices above 116 later on, right? So staying above 114K, which is what I've been telling you guys for the last, 2 days, is crucial for the weekly close. We did achieve that, so that is very, very good. Next stop, probably, will we correct a little bit back down to 114 to test it as support? Probably, but the next leg up, we got to break 117. Stair step, guys, stair step, right? Wrecked capital was among those ultimately seeing new all-time highs during the current bull market, arguing that Bitcoin could not have topped out at $124,500. A weekly close above 114 would be bullish, he added, on the day, and we got that. The coming week's main focus was the U.S. Federal Reserve decision on interest rates. Cointelegraph reported markets unanimously saw policymakers cutting rates at least 25 basis points, broadly supportive U.S. macro data prints cemented that conviction. In its latest market update on September 11th, trading firm Mosaic Asset Company was optimistic about the outlook of risk assets in Q4 and beyond. Quote, the combination of improving leading indicators, ongoing loose financial conditions, and strong market breadth that include participation in cyclical industry favors an ongoing economic expansion, in my opinion. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very good. Yes, you like it. You like it. All right. A little bit of Solana adoption here, guys. Solana institutional holdings surge to 11.739 million SOL. Solana's institutional holdings have increased to 11.739 million SOL, representing a notable 2.04% of the total supply, influenced by strategic acquisitions from key industry players. This escalation in institutional interest highlights Solana's growing appeal in blockchain, potentially impacting its market position amid expanding participation from both traditional and emerging financial entities. Solana's institutional holdings have surged to 11.739 million SOL, representing 2. We already read that part. The increased institutional holdings impacts the market landscape significantly. Institutions such as Visa utilize Solana for cross-border payments, emphasizing the platform's utility and potential for further adoption. According to consensus by analysts, a bullish end-of-year run is anticipated if ETPs or ETFs inflows and network expansion continue. Analysts suggest that regulatory frameworks might evolve with increased institutional presence, mirroring past trends seen with Ethereum where corporate confidence preceded notable market rallies. Potential technological outcomes include Solana's enhanced transaction capabilities and adoption rates. Historical precedents from Ethereum and BTC suggest a possible positive trajectory for Solana market's position. Absolutely. Amen to that. And furthermore, we got one more clip to get into here, my friends. Max Keiser, Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to go higher.
So now, back when Bitcoin was worth, a fraction of its current price, here on RT, in fact, I think one of the first to publicly endorse the cryptocurrency, you said it's going to break the $100,000 barrier. We did see that happen. So you are indeed the guru that I presented you as, though, of course, I have to say, financial disclaimer, these are not financial services, at least not professionally. Go out, do your research, speak to your own people. But the prices over the years have also dipped, and it's a bit of a roller coaster for people who are invested in Bitcoin. So just explain, why is it so volatile? And can anything be done, or do you expect it to stabilize in the coming term?
Right. Well, it's made a move from 30 cents a Bitcoin, where we first mentioned it on RT back in 2010. It's, as you point out, it's now over $100,000 per coin. So that's going to naturally be a volatile, bumpy ride from 30 cents to 100,000. Anyone who's held Bitcoin for at least 4 years hasn't lost a penny. So you have to have a outlook of at least 4 years to own your Bitcoin, and there you are mitigating the volatility risk. But with Bitcoin, you're guaranteed an increase in purchasing power over time, whereas with fiat money like the US dollar, for example, you're guaranteed a loss of purchasing power over time, because the supply of fiat money is increasing by 15% on average globally. And in the US, that's approximately the rate at which it's increasing. That means every single year, your purchasing power decreases by 15%. With Bitcoin, because it's a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin, and that's never going to be any more Bitcoin, your purchasing power goes up relative to everything else that's being increased in supply, whether that's fiat money. Even gold is increased in supply every single year. Housing, obviously, fine art, et cetera. All other stores of value have a problem that as demand goes up, so does supply. Bitcoin is the only asset or commodity in the history of humanity that as demand goes up, supply stays fixed at 21 million. And therefore, the only thing in between that is price and price discovery. And that's what we're seeing right now. And the projection of a price of Bitcoin heading into the millions of dollars per Bitcoin is now accepted on Wall Street by the biggest players on Wall Street. Some of the biggest companies in America, like MicroStrategy, have a $13 million per coin Bitcoin projection in the next cycle. So the price is really almost, you could say, mathematically guaranteed to go higher, because the value of fiat money is mathematically guaranteed to go to zero against Bitcoin.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. What has been the longest recorded time frame between bull runs? 4 years. 4 years. There's never been one longer than 4 years. Okay, let's go have a look at the Bitcoin chart once again here, guys. Not bad, not bad. 115. We got to stay above 100. We seem to have a little bit of support right here. Right, we wick down here. We wick down here right at $115,150. We're there again right now. We can wick down here all we want, but there seems to continually be buying pressure anytime we wick below. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I do think we're going to retest 114 just as support, just to retest it, right? Healthy little retest before we go. So. All right, guys, listen, I got to get out of here. I got some things to do. So if you're not over in our trading group, guys, again, today we have been absolutely crushing it. Get over to our trading group. Whether you're a professional or a beginner, you can learn how to trade today. The link is in the description. We also have training courses over there. Our courses are absolutely free for Patreon members. So it's less than the price of a cup of coffee to be a Patreon member. At the very least, you get access to all of our courses, right? For free. So check that out, guys. Also, you can join, again, our trading group. Get involved. We're doing copy pro trading, swing trading, leverage trading, long shorts, and everything in between. Multiple videos a day and so much more. You can book one-on-one coaching calls, group coaching calls. I dropped 2 micro cap gems in the last 2 days, guys. Morning market overviews. and so much more. The Patreon is absolutely flooded with daily content. So check it out today, guys. It's less than the price of a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. See you guys in the next one. God bless.